Hello students, this is Pasha, Faculty for Civil Services and State Services in Economics. Welcome to my YouTube channel Pasha's Economy. In this channel, I will regularly update various economic issues and its impact, basic concepts in emerging economies and newly emerging economic policies and its magnitudes. My channel will be conducive for exploring your potential for writing UPSC Civil Services exams, state services, and RBI's Grade B, etc. in expedite manner. I hope you will follow my channel regularly for updates. As you know that we are in great lockdown due to the COVID-19 global pandemic, which adversely hit the economic activity. Global economy is almost sagging, and IMF projected global economy fell into the recession and projected Asia's growth rate is almost zero, and for India, according to IMF trajectory, it is 1.9. Later, RBI analyzed the projected growth for India is highest among the G20 nation. In the view of this projection, the effect of COVID-19 on Indian economy is also likely to be severe and battered in the various sectors. In order to push high liquidity to NBFC, MSME, housing and infra project, Reserve Bank of India had announced 2 liquidity boost measures in a month for soft functioning of Indian economy and also resurgent considerable GDP growth rate. So students, in my video, I would like to analyze the RBI's liquidity boost measure as Bazooka 1.0 and Bazooka 2.0. What are the instruments involved in the RBI's monetary policy? Such terms I'll be frame separate basic economy video that I will be deliberately upload. Kindly you will follow those basics in the separate video. Now I will analyze first liquidity boost measure Bazooka 1.0 of RBI. In RBI's Bazooka 1.0 of first liquidity boost measure proposed around 3.74 lakh crores liquidity in the market in a big way by altering its monetary policies, conventional and unconventional tools. Reserve Bank of India, soon after the lockdown, this liquidity measure has announced. The highlights of this Bazooka 1.0 which as follows. The first one is slashing repo rate 75 basis point from 5.15% to 4.40%. Students, we need to analyze the repo rate. The repo rate is a policy rate of RBI. It is also known as indicative rate. Under this window, Reserve Bank of India providing loan to the scheduled bank for a short period of time, below 28 days of loan. On such loan, RBI charges rate of interest that is called repo rate. When there is a drastic reduction in the repo rate, obviously borrowing capacity of the bank will be increases. Banks will get cheaper loan. Lending capacity of the bank also enhanced, deliberately pump priming in the market. But repo rate, bank has to return it within the short period of time. By changing the scenario, banks needs long-term funding. In order to promote the long-term funding, subsequently, in this Bazooka 1.0, RBI has given a master stroke with the name of LTRO 1.0. Before I am explaining LTRO 1.0, Reserve Bank of India noticed various infra projects are stalled, housing sectors are stressed, NBFCs also suffering. In order to provide high-graded corporate loans, Reserve Bank of India promoted TLTRO 1.0. Let me explain the second important LTRO 1.0. Remember, long-term repo operation. It is an unconventional tool of monetary policy. which most of the economists describe it as. It is a master stroke of RBI for boosting high liquidity in the market. Under this long-term repo operation, RBI provides long-term loan, 1 to 3 year loans to the bank at prevailing repo rate. It means our banks get loan from RBI for 1 to 3 years at lower rate. Resulted, our banks can lend in the market effectively. As a result, enhancement of the liquidity, boost the investment for the productive sector, and bring down cost of fund to the bank. Accordingly, RBI proposed LTRO around 1 lakh crore, meaning 1 trillion rupees are pump priming RBI through this window. It is an outstanding measure RBI is conducting in the economy. Another liquidity boost. After 7 years, Reserve Bank of India reduces 100 basis point cash reserve ratio. Students, as you know that cash reserve ratio is a compulsory restrictions of RBI and schedule bank. Every schedule bank must park certain portion of its liquidity with the RBI out of its NDTL. Earlier the portion was 4%. Example, 100 crores is a NDTL. 4 crores our bank has to park with RBI. Look, RBI will not give any yielding to the bank. Though it is ideal but essential for risk aversion. Now, by seeing the COVID impact, Reserve Bank of India reduces 100 basis point CRR. Deliberately, our banks will get more capacity for lending in the market. And also RBI, a subtle change. Daily cash reserve ratio, balance maintenance to the bank also reduces from 90% to 80%. Daily, our bank should maintain 80% of reserve with themselves. Previously, it was 90%. As a result, 10% additional cushioning to our bank. Deliberately, much funding goes to the market. This is also a fantastic move by RBI. Next change is whenever there is a mismanagement of the asset and liability, or overnight borrowings are required to the bank, or dipping SLR, at that connection, our banks are need to take overnight loan through marginal standing facility rate from RBI. It is a overnight borrowing. But under this new monetary policy announcement, Reserve Bank of India had enhanced the capacity of MSFR. Earlier, 2% of SLR was availing facility. Right now, it has enhanced to 3% of SLR. Resulted, accommodative money supply will be available to the bank. Look, the rate of interest on MSFR earlier 5.40 but now 4.65%. This kind of quantitative measures when Reserve Bank of India altered, obviously loans become much attractive to our bank where we can pump money into the market. Our bank, if translate all these changes to the market, deliberately money supply will be increases, virtuous cycle of investment will be created. As you know that after COVID-19 lockdown, most of the units are not functioning. The problem of the NBFCs, all the banks and various financial institutions. Now Reserve Bank of India in the Bazooka 1.0 had given the announcement 3-month moratorium on term loans. It means term loans the people who has taken from the bank need not pay for the period of 3 months of time. So this is also a good move. In this Bazooka 1.0, RBI had announced certain relaxation in the Basel III norm. You know that after global financial crisis, RBI is coming under the framework of Basel III. But by seeing this lockdown, deferment of the implementation of Basel III instrument, all these instruments I'll make a lucid video in my coming sessions. But now, net stable funding ratio, look, Whenever there is a asset and liability mismanagement of the bank, a bank is need to funding through the stable areas. Such kind of regulation RBI extended to October 1st, 2020, meaning the regulation has been extended. Second instrument under Basel III, deferment of last tranche of capital conservation buffer. CCB is also a wonderful concept. Under CCB window, a bank has to maintain certain reserve during normal time, drawdown during the losses period. Implementation of last tranche of 0.625% of CCB now extended up to September 30, 2020. It means this window, this corridor should not be maintained by the bank. Such kind of relaxation when RBI has given to the bank, obviously our banks get enormous liquidity in their hand, so they'll promote NBFCs, they'll promote MFIs, they'll promote, farmer priority sector loan, etc., etc. So these are the outstanding measures, pump priming of the RBI around 3.74 lakh crores in the market for resurgent of better GDP growth rate. So this is the bazooka 1.0. Whatever the instruments involved in this monetary policy, I'll drain out with separate video. Kindly follow my YouTube channel. Other most important thing, within the couple of weeks, Reserve Bank of India noticed the situation of the economy and also announced Bazooka 2.0. That I'll be explained in the next video.